What's in the box of records? What's in the box of records? What's up, everybody? How's it going? It's a big box of records. So, Christmas Day, I get a phone call. I get a phone call from my mother-in-law. Hey! She's at her sister's house. Hey, there's a whole bunch of records here. You know, blah, blah, blah. Would you like some of them? And then some of them turned into all of them, long story short. So I got this big box of records down here. Don't know if I'm going to post this to the channel or not. So if you're watching this on the channel, I guess I did. But anyway, guys, I got a big box of records. And they were just given to me, which is amazing. It's one of those unicorn situations that happen sometimes where somebody's getting rid of a big box of something, whether it's records, whether it's video games, whatever it is that you like. And now, you know, that old saying, one person's trash is another person's treasure. Well, there's some treasures in here. This is a great haul. I've looked at it. And there are some treasures in here. There's some really great stuff. There's a few little things that are random. It's just like, it's one of those great hauls that you'll get very rarely. It's only happened to me one other time. I paid for it, actually. I paid for 2 big crates of records for like $20, and there was a bunch of stuff in there. And as always, like, there's a mixed bag of stuff I like, stuff I don't like, stuff I really like. But this haul is like 90% stuff I'm really happy about. And there's some unicorns in here, or I'm not gonna lie. So I'm really happy about this. So without further ado, there's a ton of records. Let's look at them. So I'm just gonna go through all these records from the front of the stack to the back, and just put them up here. I'll say just a couple things real fast about the record, and just some of my thoughts, whether I like it, whether I... You know how this works. Anyway, first record. So, first few are nothing super special, but we have the greatest, 24 greatest dumb ditties. Pretty awesome. Look at that artwork. It's got like My Dingling by Chuck Berry, Teddy Bear's Picnic, Ding Dong, The Witch is Dead, Jolly Green Giant, all this random stuff. Honestly, my mother-in-law thought that, you know, my kids would like this, so there you go. Probably play that for them once or twice. So that's the first one. Let's just go this way, okay. You know what? I'm just going to pull out all these. Okay, there's a couple more compilations, and the rest are proper albums, so... Okay, there's Starflight, Original Stars, Original Hits. It's just got like, oh, this is the front cover. Cool cover, but it's just got random stuff. It's got a Blonde, One Way or Another by Blondie, You Really Rock Me, Nick Glider, Roller by April Wine, I Want You to Want Me, Cheap Trick. So there's a lot of, like, you know, hit singles that were really popular in 1979. Devil Went Down to Georgia. Oh, Don't Stop Till You Get Enough. Some MJ, you know. We got some MJ. We got some Elton John on here. We got Peter Frampton. So yeah, another little compilation. So I got that. I don't mind little compilations. They're kind of fun. And then, oh, the next one. What am I doing here? The next one is Soul Train. I was actually really excited about this one because it's got some old like R&B soul hits on it. So it's got a Curtis Mayfield, Superfly, the Four Tops, Al Green, the OJs, James Brown, you know, a whole bunch of stuff like that. So I'll definitely listen to this. I love this period of soul and funk and stuff. I'm sure there's some amazing stuff on here. So yeah, there you go. I got a compilation of that. Let's keep going. Let's go real fast here. Got any other compilations? Okay, the rest of these I think are proper albums, except, well, I guess this is one too. The Grease soundtrack. Not gonna lie, not a big fan of Grease, but some amazing music on here, right? Frankie Valli, what you got in here? A bunch of Sha Na Na, obviously, like the songs that they sing on the soundtrack. So classic movie, classic soundtrack. I'll probably never listen to it. This might be one I get rid of, but yeah, kind of cool. All right, so that's the mediocre stuff. Let's get into the meat and potatoes here. So, Bad Company's debut. I have a copy of this. It's a little beat up, but look at those guys, sexy men. Love this album. Amazing debut album by an amazing hard rock band. We unfortunately lost Mick Ralphs this past year, 2025. So I listened to these guys recently, actually. Amazing, amazing album. I've got it, so now I got a backup up copy. If any of my friends watching this want a copy that don't have it, you're more than welcome to it. So there you go. Got Bad Co's debut. This is my first one that I'm very excited about. Physical Graffiti by Led Zeppelin. I don't have Physical Graffiti. Oh, and I also should mention, it's not in my stack, but I know there's a copy of Led Zeppelin 3 that my mother-in-law did not put in this box. So I'm also getting a copy of Zeppelin 3, but I don't have it on me, so I'll probably have that in the next couple days or whatever. But yeah, I don't have this. I have this. With this and getting Zeppelin 3, I will have a nearly complete discography of Led Zeppelin's 70s albums on vinyl. So finally, this one's expensive, so I was like super, super happy. It's in decent shape too, you know. Both of them came out right. The LPs look good. Great stuff. I love Physical Graffiti. It's a really, I always love this with the album. Where is it? That piece that comes out. Yeah, this is just like a pretty cool, right? Shows all the stuff. Always loved this. Really cool. So I'll be definitely giving this one a spin very soon. So that's the first one I'm very excited about. Oh, but there is more, which I'm very excited about. And of course, Saturday Night Fever's one. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I love the Bee Gees. Like, I don't mind admitting it, the Bee Gees rock. So there you go. That's one. But for you actual rock fans here, like myself, Highway to Hell, AC/DC, come on. Bon Scott era AC/DC. I was very, very excited to have this album. This is an amazing album. There it is, Highway to Hell. It's in good shape too, actually. So yeah, no gatefold. Cover's a little beat up, but it looks great. Like, honestly, it looks amazing. Iconic album cover. Bon Scott, legend, as we all know. Yeah, super happy to have this in my collection. And might as well dig the rest of these out. Hold on. Where are they here? Well, we'll get to it. Okay. 2 copies of Zeppelin 4, which I already have a copy of. So I'm probably going to hold on to whatever is the best condition copy between these two and the one I own. And, you know, if I don't need 3 copies of this album. It's a great album. It's a classic album. I love this album. But I don't need 3 copies. So if anybody wants a copy of this, and by that I mean, of course, like, if I post this on YouTube, then, like, the people who are my friends that I send this to privately, if anybody wants a copy of this, please let me know. I'll have 2 extra. I might even have, you know what? I might already own 2 copies. So it's possible may have 4 copies of this. So if anybody wants a copy of Led Zeppelin 4, I got you covered. This is a great album. I have most of this man's discography. My wife has this, but I don't. Rachel has this. So, Against the Wind by Bob Seger. Amazing album. I love this album. This is one of his best albums. And I don't think I have this. So I have access to it because of Rachel. I think I have The Distance. I have Stranger Town. I have Night Moves. I want to say I have Live Bullet. I have most of his, like, really iconic 70s albums, but I'm quite sure I don't have this, so I'm really happy to have this in my collection. Amazing. I love Bob Seger. Love Bob Seger. Okay, so here's the first unicorn. I'm fucking stoked to have this, okay? Number of the Beast by Iron Maiden. Amazing, amazing. And it's a vintage copy and it's in great shape. Look at this. Beautiful. Number of the Beast. I've got Power Slave. It's over here somewhere. I wish it was in grabbing distance. I have Power Slave, but I don't have Number of the Beast. So I'm like so stoked about this one. This is great. It's in good shape too. There's no inner sleeve, but it is in good shape. So, I mean, somebody certainly liked playing it. There's a couple little scratches in it, but you know, that's part of it, man. Freaking Number of the Beast. I'm so stoked. I'm pumped about this one. I've got tickets to see Iron Maiden next year, so like, you better believe this is gonna get spun. Amazing. Couple classics here. So the first, Dark Side of the Moon. I already own 2 copies of this. My favorite album of all time. This one, the LP wasn't even in the vinyl. The LP's fine. The gatefold is a little beat up. There's a little bit of a thing here. Anyway, I love that. I love that gatefold opening. Isn't that great? Whoop, to the camera. Great. Put this baby in here. So yeah, Dark Side of the Moon's my favorite album of all time. And oh no, it's not. Okay, never mind. I thought this was ripped. It's not ripped. Okay, it's not ripped. I thought it was like broken on the end, but it's not. So this is an okay shape. You know, it is. It doesn't. You have like a slight bit of the the record kind of image there. So it's not bad. And I've got 2 other copies. I know at least one of my copies is in better condition than this. So if anybody wants an extra copy of Dark Side, or wants a copy of Dark Side of the Moon that doesn't have it, this is my 3rd copy, so please hit me up. And this is my 2nd copy of Zeppelin 1, which is my favorite Led Zeppelin album. Fun fact. So I'm really stoked to have this. I may keep it. If anybody doesn't have Zeppelin 1, I think Dan might not have this. You're welcome to this, dude, because I have a good copy of this already. I think my copy might be in a bit better shape than this. But this is great. I love Zeppelin 1. I don't care what everybody says about it. I really don't. I know people don't like some of the plagiarism and stuff. The music on here is amazing. Amazing album. I love Zeppelin 1. So there you go. A couple classic albums, or more classic albums right there. So stoked about all this. It's so great. Another album I've got already, and I believe Rachel has it too. So if anybody wants this, it's a little beat up. Bob Dylan's Greatest Hits Volume 2. Great collection. I wish I had Volume 1, because I like Volume 1 a lot. But this has, like, what's on here? Watching the River Flow, Don't Think Twice, It's Alright, Lay Lady Lay, Stuck Inside of Mobile with the Memphis Blues Again, I'll Be Your Baby Tonight, All Along the Watchtower's on here, Mighty Quinn. There's a bunch on here, a bunch of his classic materials on here. So good stuff, but I already own a copy, so I don't really need another copy. Couple more of this amazing band. So it was really, really good for me with AC/DC. I thought I had this. I don't. I checked my collection. I could have sworn I had it. But now I've got it. I got For Those About to Rock. Maybe Rachel has it now that I'm thinking about it. So I'm happy about this. Solid album. It's got some good stuff on here. I'm not as huge on the Brian Johnson stuff as I am the Bon Scott, but this is good stuff here. And then I've also got, speaking of Bon Scott, we got some Let There Be Rock, right? And we got as a bonus, I found this wasn't in the LP, but I found this was loose, so I hope I could kind of find a cover for it. This has no cover. It's If You Want Blood, You Got It, which is pretty awesome because there's a lot of great AC/DC tunes on that. There's side 2. A lot of amazing AC/DC songs. So I may have to try to locate a sleeve for this, like a proper cover for it. But yeah, so I got basically For Those About to Rock, Let There Be Rock, and Highway to Hell. I'm really happy. I got some great AC/DC albums. So some classic stuff. Amazing. What's next? Even more Led Zeppelin. I'm quite sure I have 2 copies of this, so this is my 2nd or 3rd copy of this. I don't know. I have at least 1 other copy of this. I might have 2. So yeah, Zeppelin 2. It's a classic. I burnt myself out on this set. This used to be my... Ooh, the LP's in great shape, though. The LP's in real good shape. So... So yeah, I mean, like... To be honest, really, I mean, when I get Zeppelin 3, I've basically been given a whole Zeppelin collection. So what we have Zeppelin 1, there's Zeppelin 2, 2 copies of 4, I'm getting 3. We got Physical Graffiti. I did not get Houses of the Holy, spoiler alert, but I already own Houses of the Holy. So that's okay with me. But yeah, Zeppelin 2, it's in decent shape. The LP's in amazing shape, so I may see what cover I have that's... I think my other cover might be a little better than this, or about the same, so we'll see. But it's nice that the LP itself is in such really good shape, so good stuff. This is all free. This is all just stuff that, like, that's the amazing... Like, you see what I've got already. This is just random album somebody had. I'm like super stoked about this. Okay. So, this one, Def Leppard Pyromania. I thought I had this. You know what? I think I gave this to you, Dan, if you watch this, Dan. But now I got another copy. So I might hang on to this. I'm not the world's biggest Def Leppard fan. Like, it's in decent shape. There's a little scratch there, but I'm not the world's biggest Def Leppard fan. I basically loathed this band for a long time because of how much they were played on the local classic rock station. I haven't listened to mainstream radio in literally years now, and I haven't heard their songs in literally years. So maybe I would like it. I don't know. I may just keep it for now and see what happens. But you can't deny it is probably their biggest album. So pretty cool that this was actually here, like for free. Like, who cares, you know? So Def Leppard, pretty cool. Face Value by Phil Collins. This album's awesome, man. I don't care what anyone says. I love Phil Collins. He's an amazing drummer. I love his songs. I love Genesis. I love everything to do with Genesis. Everything from the early days to when Phil took over and when they became a pop band. It's all great, you know. Why is the back of his head? Like, come on, really? I don't know why I'm just noticing that. It's like, really? We need the back of his head? But anyway, yeah, good old Phil. I can feel it calling in the air tonight. Oh Lord, oh Lord. And I've been waiting for this moment for all... Alright, that's enough. Pretty stoked to have that, not gonna lie. Okay. This one... Andy, I know when you watch this, you'll be stoked for this. And I'm stoked for Rachel for this because she loves this album. Carole King's Tapestry. Really, this actually belonged to her mom, I believe, because her mom threw in a couple of extras she had. I didn't mention that. She threw in a few extra LPs that she had and just gave them to me, which is nice. I think I'm also, by the way, I mentioned I'm getting Zeppelin 3. I think I'm getting a Yes album. I think I'm getting Yes songs, possibly, but I'm not sure about that one. But I may possibly getting that, which is cool because I don't have Yes songs. So anyway, Carole King, Tapestry. Heard it a few times. Really good album. She's awesome. I like that like all the lyrics are on the back. That's actually really cool. Like the back, like that's the back of the album. Just like print the lyrics on. Really nice. It's a bit beat up. Oh, it's more than a bit beat up. Holy crap! But let's see how the condition of the vinyl is. Vinyl looks fine. Doesn't look too bad. So it's one of those where it's like, see, I'm not fussy. I like old stuff. I don't mind something like this if it's a little beat up, because you can still listen to the record and it's got character. This thing has a history, right? It's amazing. So that's a really awesome album to just kind of randomly get, you know. Here's another random compilation. Oh. And another copy of Led Zeppelin 2. This one looks about the same shape. How's the LP? LP looks good too. Okay, so I'm swimming in Led Zeppelin. If anybody, these extras that I've got, if anybody wants my buddies, if anybody has anything missing from their collection, like please, hit me up because I've definitely got some extras that I can give away. Sound Explosion, 22 original hits. I guess I was wrong about the compilations. What do we got on here? These are all, I assume these are all mostly Canadian pressings because a lot of these compilations have like this has BTO and it has Lighthouse, which is a Canadian band. What else? Ian Thomas, he's I met him actually, funny story, that's a whole different story. I met him at my local grocery store because he lives around here, which is really funny, but he's a famous folk singer from the 70s, Canadian guy, really good. But it's got his big song Painted Ladies on here. Smoking in the Boys Room by the Brownsville Station, great tune. What do we got? We got Lighthouse, they're a really cool band. What else is on here? Gladys Knight and the Pips, BTO, Blue Collar, Blood, Sweat, and Tears, Sonny and Cher, Sly and the Family Stone, Barry White. Yeah, baby. So yeah, you know, it's one of those compilation albums. So, whatever. What else we got? Let's see. Man, another great album here. Friggin' Rocks by Aerosmith. This album, as the title suggests, rocks. This is probably Aerosmith's best album. It's between toss up between this and Toys in the Attic for me. This is definitely their heaviest album. It's so good. Back in the Saddle, Last Child, Rats in the Cellar, Sick as a Dog, Nobody's Fault, Home Tonight. Yeah, great. It's in great shape too, honestly. I don't have this one. So now I have, as far as their 70s records go, I have this, Permanent Vacation, and Toys in the Attic. I may have the debut. I don't know. I know I have now these 3 albums. I'm very, very stoked to have this. I did not have this, so awesome. This one's random. Culture Club. Kissing to be clever. No joke, I will listen to this, you know. Do you really wanna hurt me? I gotta be honest, I have become a big sucker for 80s pop music. You know, like, I feel like 20 years ago, 25 years ago, however long it's been since I started getting into music, if you had said to me, if I could hear myself now saying, oh, I'm like stoked to get this Culture Club album, like I love, or the Phil Collins album, I'd be like, what's wrong? Like, who are you? You know? But I love 80s pop. It's great. So I'll give this a spin. What the hell? You know? Awesome. What else we got? Back to the Rock. Oh yeah. Okay. Some pretty special things coming up. Okay. A couple things. So, well, I'll do this first because it's not The Rock. I don't know John Waite, No Breaks. I know nothing about this album. This is really the only album I could say that I don't think I've ever heard any of the songs. Hiroshima, Dreamtime, Shake It Up, For Your Love. No idea. If anybody could tell me anything about this album, please do. Maybe I'll just spin it and just... I know this is an 80s... Like, this guy was famous in the 80s. He had hits, so... I'm expecting it to be like, big 80s production, whatever. So, but what it actually sounds like, I have no idea. So maybe I should just put it on and not look into anything and just see how it sounds, But anyway, now back to The Rock. Okay, this is where it really gets more and more exciting, okay? So, Quiet Riot, Metal Health. I think I have this. I'm quite sure I have this. If anybody wants a copy, you're more than welcome to it. I don't need 2 copies of this album. I'm not the world's biggest Quiet Riot fan, but this is their album to own if you're gonna own any, right? Where's Rudy Sarzo? There he is, very young Rudy Sarzo. I like Rudy Sarzo. I've Frankie Banali as well. I've been meaning to check out their first 2 albums, which are hard to find because those are. I think it was right before this that their 2 albums had Randy Rhoads, and I think, yeah, like it's Randy Rhoads right before he was in Ozzy's band. So I'd be kind of interested to hear like how his guitar playing is on those first 2 Quiet Riot albums. This like classic. This was very important for like the explosion of metal in the 80s, and it is a good album. I like this album. So yeah, if anybody wants an extra copy, I've got you. I don't need 2 copies of it. Okay. Some big ones coming up, okay? Judas Priest, Defenders of the Faith. This is really cool to have. This is... What is this? This must be probably, I'm guessing 84. So I have Priest's, I have like a lot of their early stuff. So I have like Sin After Sin and Sad Wings, and I have their live album, and I think I have Hellbent for Leather. But like, I really want Stained Class. I don't own British Steel, which sucks. I saw British Steel and Screaming for Vengeance at the local record store. I should have grabbed them, but I didn't. But now I have Defenders of the Faith, which is awesome. So I'll definitely be spinning this. This is some good stuff on here. I'm just looking at like the title, like, yeah, some really good stuff on here. So we'll see. I love that cover. Look at that cover, man. It's in beautiful shape. Very beautiful, beautiful shape. Okay, so these 2 are huge for me. Now, unfortunately, I own one of these already. So which it's like, it's 2 albums by the same artist. So I own one of these already, so that's fine. So I'll have a double of it. So I could give it to somebody. So But the other one I don't own, and yes, I don't own it. For those who know me, I don't own it, and now I own it. I'm very excited. Yeah. Holy Diver and Sacred Heart. I wish this was last in line, because I already own Sacred Heart. I do not own the mighty Holy Diver. Like, come on. Ronnie James Dio is my fucking guy. You know, this is like a monumental album for 80s metal. This was like really, really good stuff. Like, one of the coolest covers. You gotta, like, come on. Amazing. So I'm like blown away and stoked to own this. It's like I'm very excited about this. You get like cool shots of the band on the inner sleeve, you know. There's the man. Where's right there? Look at him. Look at that fucking guy. Look at that genius. Yeah, I think this is this all Dio, and then that's the rest of the band there. Yeah, this is oh my god, this is literally all Dio. All these pictures are Dio. So I need this like blown up and just like put somewhere. You know, it's amazing. So yeah, I'm thrilled to own this album. As far as Dio's like career goes, the Dio era, like his band, it's not like it would probably fall. Like, I like Rainbow and Black Sabbath way more, like by a long shot, but undeniably Holy Diver's a classic. Last in Line is a classic, right? This is a classic. This is a bit weaker. It's good. I like the kind of like medieval writing on the back of Sacred Heart. There's some really good stuff on here, like the title track is really good. Hungry for Heaven's good. Rock and Roll Children's good. Like the Beat of a Heart is really good. There's some good stuff on here. King of Rock and Roll, but it's noticeably weaker. It falls a little bit more into those 80s sort of cliches. This is a stunning album. This is a great classic album. I'm very, very thrilled to own this on vinyl. Finally, I've never seen it in the wild, so it's great. And again, vintage copy. So this, to me, where's the other one? Come on, just pull it out fast. That's what she said. Where is it? Yep, you guys get to just wait there while I shift. Shift. Here we go. Not shift, sift, idiot. Okay, here we go. These two, to me... Whoop, there we go. There's the camera. These two are the unicorns. And, like, look at them. They're in great shape. This one, the LP is in great shape. This one has some scratches, but I think I could... Or smudges, I don't know. Not terrible, but I can clean it up. But these are amazing. These alone are like stunning. I'm very, very excited. Very, very excited. Okay. Oh, we're almost done here, by the way. Okay. So, we're saving the best stuff for last here. Oh, well, I can name... Okay. These two I already own, so I'll save the, like, even more... Well, the best stuff, I personally think was... Oh, except for a couple other things, yeah. But the very, very best stuff was the Dio and the Maiden. But yeah, Supertramp, Breakfast in America. I love this album. I already got a copy. This is pretty beat up. Rachel's got a copy. If anybody wants like a kind of beat up copy of, I'm sure the LP's okay. The LP looks great. Yeah, LP looks great. This is an amazing album. I love this album. I love Supertramp. I think they're fantastic. And this got all the hits in it. So if anybody wants a copy of this, this is one of those albums you gotta own. Like, come on. It's great. So if anybody wants a copy, I got an extra one. And then I also have an extra copy of this, which, yeah, Kiss Alive. Like, their best album, really. One of the greatest live albums of all time. It's pretty beat up. It was well loved. There's that awesome gatefold sleeve there. I've got, mine's beat up too, but to me it's like people who own this album played the shit out of it. So, yeah, LP's in good shape. So you're good there. The cover is a little Ooh, this side's really good. Which side is this? Friggin' thing's sticking to it. Okay, the second disc wasn't played as much, I guess, which I don't get because the second disc has some amazing shit on it, like Black Diamond alone. But yeah, I got an extra copy of Kiss Alive. Dan, I feel like this has your name on it, so if you like it, you can have it. But yeah, amazing. Okay. So, I have how many records left? I have 4 records left I'm going to talk about. Well, technically 5. I'll get into that in a second. I have 4 records left, and the first two, hold on. I got to get something. I'll cut it here. So, I have 2 records here that are going to be a gift from me. From me to my brother-in-law / buddy, Dan. This is for you. So, I just pulled this off the shelf. I own this already, okay? Shout at the Devil, Motley Crue. I don't know where this came from. I think this was in my dad's records. And my dad, later on in life, was a big heavy metal fan, but not so much growing up. So I don't know how he ended up with a copy of Shout at the Devil. I have no idea. It's an immaculate shape. Like, it really is. I've never played this, to be honest. And I like Motley Crue. I like some of their songs. People shit on them. I don't. Pretty cool. Like, you gotta admit, that's pretty cool. I'm quite sure the LP is good. So this is not one that yeah, this is an immaculate shape. So I'm a fan of Motley Crue. I really am. However, I don't need to own the vinyl. I really don't. Because, in addition to this, which I, again, already own, I now own this, Theater of Pain, which has Home Sweet Home, which is my favorite Motley Crue song, one of them. Smoking in the Boys' Room, Louder Than Hell, Use It or Lose It, yep, all that stuff. There's the Crew. Look at these guys. Immaculate shape. These heavy metal records I'm getting, let's see how the vinyl is. Vinyl looks great. So, these 2 records, get them in here. See, I'm building anticipation right now. These 2 records, these are for you, Dan. I would like you to have these. In addition to this, the debut album. When I saw this, I was like, what? The debut album? So this is Motley Crue's finest album, by a long shot. Yeah, Live Wire, Public Enemy, Merry Go Round, Take Me to the Top. This is their debut record. This record caused a ton of controversy. Look at this. It's in great shape. Vintage copy. The LP is in okay shape. Looks good. Somebody definitely liked playing it, which I don't blame them. But yeah, so when I see you, Dan, when you watch this, these Motley Crue albums are all yours. So maybe I'll give them, maybe before I let them go, whenever I see you again, I will give them all a proper spin at least once on the old turntable. But these are amazing. This one specifically I was very stoked about, and I've known about this from the beginning. This is off camera, but when I told Dan about me getting these, I knew I was getting this album, but I was trying to build it up because I knew I was going to give it to him. So there you go, Dan. Happy belated, or Merry belated Christmas, or happy early birthday, whatever. But yeah, these 3 records are yours, man. And I'm like blown away that this was just randomly in a box with Number of the Beast and Holy Diver and all the other stuff. So yeah, there you go. That's my little surprise for the end of the video. But the big one for me, the big kahuna of this video, as far as like albums, is a certain band that I've been obsessed with trying to find records for. Vintage, specifically vintage records. And that's obviously the mighty Black Sabbath. Now, this is a compilation album. This is an amazing compilation album. Okay? And I had this. I think this might have been the first Black Sabbath album that I owned. I had a CD of it. And it's great, you know. I'm thrilled to own this. It's in great shape. It's got a gatefold. Whoa. Look at that. I've never seen that before. So weird. I wonder why people thought this band was satanic. Like, so weird. Look at that. That inner cover is ridiculous. Wow. See, this is why it's cool to own stuff like this. So you get, like, what? You got Black Sabbath, The Wizard, Warning, Paranoid, War Pigs, Iron Man, Tomorrow's Dream, Fairies Wear Boots, Changes, Sweet Leaf, Children of the Grave, Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath, Am I Going Insane, Laguna Sunrise, Snowblind, and NIB. Amazing. Amazing. Awesome compilation album. There's a bonus, though, which my mother-in-law didn't notice. I noticed in this LP, for some reason. Where is it? For some reason. Oh, nope, it's not in here. Nope, I'm wrong. Hold on. There's 2 discs to this. Okay. Ah! Hold on. It wasn't this one. But that's alright, hold on. Let me get my bearings now. My lead-up's ruined. Okay. So yeah, we sold our souls for rock and roll. It's 2 discs. Awesome. They look like everyone good. So, this is my last one, and this one's like pretty insane. It's a copy of Born Again. Now, like, this is an amazing shape. I recently saw this for $50 somewhere. This is an amazing shape, right? And for those who don't know, of course, this is when Mr. Ian Gillan joined the band, only for this album. Look at Bill Ward there. Geezer Butler, Tony Iommi. Right. So this has some really cool stuff. Stonehenge, Trashed, The Dark, Digital Bitch, Born Again. Really good stuff. Disturbing the Priest is my all-time favorite track from this album. But so, I got this album. But what I didn't realize, and like I said, my mother-in-law didn't realize it either, there was a loose copy of Technical Ecstasy. So, and it's in great shape. It really is. So, like, unfortunately, like, I'm totally thrilled to have this because I don't own Technical Ecstasy, but I don't have a I don't have a cover for it. And same with You Want Blood, You Got It. So if anybody has just the cover of Technical Ecstasy and you want to unload it, maybe we could like co-own it or something. I don't know. So it will live in my Born Again sleeve for now until I can get a proper cover for Technical Ecstasy. So we got Born Again and we sold our soul for rock and roll. So yeah, I'm gonna cut this so I can show off my Black Sabbath collection real quick. So my little bookend for this video, that was the whole thing, by the way. Thanks for checking that out. It's I'm so happy to have all those albums. It's really great. Honestly, like, I will probably keep all of them. The compilations and the doubles, maybe I'll offload at some point, but I'll be keeping most of those albums. I'm like super happy about it. And so, like, again, sort of off camera here, for especially if people are watching on YouTube, you're not going to know this, but I've been on a journey, and this is before the whole Back to the Beginning thing or whatever, for a couple years now, to try to collect all the Black Sabbath vinyl. And I've been trying to get them in the wild for the most part, because it's just sort of the whole like joy of the hunt thing. And Black Sabbath is really hard to get because people love Black Sabbath. They're amazing. They're one of the greatest bands of all time. And their stuff is expensive when you actually find it, you know. So it's kind of like, for me, it's been a big journey to try to finally own all of the classic Sabbath on vinyl. So I'm not quite there yet. So, but I kind of want to just take this minute to just sort of show off my Black Sabbath, because the last thing I did on this channel, if this is getting posted, I don't know why I keep saying that. I've already posted it, probably. Okay. I've certainly formatted this video as a YouTube video, so I probably should put it up on Sound and Music. But anyway, so I'm going to show off what Black Sabbath I got, and then I have a few holes to fill in terms of the classic era Black Sabbath, and then I'm good. So, so what do I have? It'll be chronologically. So I've got the debut album. Thank you, Dan, for this. This is amazing. He gave me this. Love it. It's in great shape. You know, debut record, iconic. Literally invented a genre. So there's Black Sabbath. Recently acquired this, Paranoid. Right? Paranoid. Like, again, along with, like, probably the most important heavy metal record ever, aside from the debut. Just launching it into the stratosphere. Amazing. Master Reality. I'm telling you, I made a joke to Dan, like, my mother-in-law gave me this, like, she's become my hard rock dealer, I guess. Vinyl dealer. But yeah, it's got a little bit of a thing on the edge there. I don't care. I'm thrilled to have this. Master Reality. This is one of the very best Black Sabbath albums right here. Sabotage. So you'll notice I went to Sabotage. I need Volume 4 and Sabbath Bloody Sabbath. And Sabbath Bloody Sabbath is my favorite Black Sabbath album. And I had a chance to get it years ago. I saw it and I opted to get something else. I think it was a Camel album, which I don't regret getting that because I love Camel. They're an amazing progressive rock band, but I should have got Sabbath Bloody Sabbath. But I wasn't as big of a Sabbath fan back then, so. But yeah, Sabotage, great, amazing. Now I've got this, of course, We Sold Our Soul for Rock and Roll, which is amazing. Good compilation album. Bought this for $8 like years and years ago. Heaven and Hell. Obviously the great Ronnie James Dio on vocals. Look at him there. Look at those guys. I don't know why I never thought of this before, but this cover, like I wonder if they got the idea for this cover from the Long Live Rock and Roll album, Rainbow, because it kind of has that same like drawing and colors. But anyway, greatest heavy metal album of all time, in my opinion, right there. Thank you again, Dan. If you listen to Fools, the Mob Rules. I got the Mob Rules. And as I just showed, Born Again and Technical Ecstasy is in there. So I'm missing, obviously, for those who don't know, which you should, I'm missing Volume 4, Master of Reality, or Master of Reality, Volume 4, Sabbath Bloody Sabbath, the cover of Technical Ecstasy, and Never Say Die, as far as the classic era. Now I know, of course, there's obviously the Seventh Star album after that, or after Born Again, and then you get into the Tony Martin era, which I really enjoy. But I wouldn't try, I think, to, and there's Dehumanizer as well. But I don't think I would try to get those on vinyl. Like if I ever get the Tony Martin albums on vinyl, I would just get that big collection. What's it called? I don't know how to pronounce it. It's like a Nome Domine or whatever. I butchered it, but yeah, it's like that big remastered collection of all the Tony Martin era albums that they released a few years ago. So if I ever want to be like super just like completionist and get all Sabbath, I could do that. But as far as owning vintage copies of vinyl, I'm okay owning up to Born Again, or possibly, I think I've seen Seventh Star around. That would actually probably be fairly easy to get. But I just really want to get Volume 4, Sabbath Bloody Sabbath, the cover to Technical Ecstasy, and Never Say Die. So I may even see, like, I read online like a good strategy if you want just the covers, just to buy like a really, really like scratched or beat up LP with a good cover, which isn't a bad idea. So it might be really cheap, but I get the cover. Anyway, we're getting to the rambly bit. So that was all the records that I got, and that's my Sabbath collection thus far, which I'm just so thrilled about. So it was a really great day for me for hard rock and heavy metal albums, and I'm just so stoked, man. Like this was, like, it's one of those rare unicorn things where you just, here, have a box of vinyl, and there's some of my favorite albums ever are on there. So it's really filling out my record collection. I'm super happy. So I will definitely be spinning a lot of this stuff very soon. And yeah, that's all I got. So thanks for watching, and till next time. Peace.